Well, I think the British public are fucking pissed off and tired of this. We've had enough. Fuck this. Something's got to happen. I've said it so many times on this platform and other platforms that there is a rising anger amongst the British people. All we want is a life where we can walk around, do our shopping, go and worship in our place of religion, wherever you might be, whatever religion you may be, and do it safely and securely. But our friends in the Jewish community are now under threat constantly. And this government have done nothing to help, by the way, over the years, because they've an anti-Jewish sentiment right throughout the Labour Party. And I don't care what anybody says, it's a fucking fact. Now, Sir Keir came back from Copenhagen yesterday and had a Cobra meeting, which will achieve what? I don't know. These pro-Palestinians, on the holy day, the Yom Kippur, and after that tragedy of Manchester in the morning, and they had fucking demonstrations, these pro-Palestinians. What a disgrace you are. How dare you? But they do it, and they're a terrorist organisation. And they're going to do a big one tomorrow, apparently, in London. Will that be banned? I don't know. I heard the Home Secretary, Shabama Mahmood, if I got that right, on this morning on Talk Radio saying, well, we'll see what happens. I'll bet it goes ahead. These people are a disgrace. I feel sorry for the police and the security forces. How do they cope with that? And what they should do is identify every single one of them with facial recognition. They've got the ability. Every single one of them should be named and shamed and fined. And every time they do it, named and shamed and fined. Because you can't put them all in jail, just named and shamed and fined. That sounds pretty good to me. Every single one of those pro-Palestinians right across this country. And also I noticed they had a big demonstration yesterday at the port in Ireland. To my Irish friends, good morning. And, you're getting fed up with it as well. We're all getting fucking fed up with it. These are Christian countries and they will remain Christian. We're not going to become Islamic. And, Islam is the problem child. It shouldn't be, but it is, whether you like to say it or not. And there, I've said it. Anti-Zionism on the rise right across the world because of this terrible tragedy in the war in Gaza, started by Hamas, who are a terrorist organisation, by the way, to our esteemed national broadcaster, the BBC, who still fail to call them a terrorist organisation. They should be defunded tomorrow. And the United Nations, what are you doing about it? Talk. Nothing ever happens. And, when Bibi Netanyahu got up in the front of the United Nations, earlier this week and they all walked out. How pathetic. And I thought the Jamaican Prime Minister or the Jamaican representative, this lady, I was listening to her this morning. What a lovely, lovely lady. She stayed and she said, we want to listen. We want to debate. We want to talk about it. Getting up and walking out proves nothing except how pathetic those countries are. And they should all be named and shamed. Those United Nations members who got up and walked out like a bunch of little girlies. You pathetic individuals. It's a waste of space anyway. The United Nations have gone on about that. But here in the UK, there is a rising anger. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's a rising in the UK. We're all getting fed up with it. The general public of the UK, okay, people like me and my colleagues and friends who have worked hard all their lives, and I don't care what race or religion you are, you're British and you're proud to be British. Wave the flag. Be proud to be British. And these pro-Palestinians, if you're so fucking keen, then fuck off. Just go, because we're tired of you. And as I say, named and shamed and fined, and that'll help. But this government I have no faith in whatsoever. And, after the Labour Party conference where they spent the entire time bad-mouthing the Reform Party and poor old Nigel Farage, and then took away 75% of his security, I sincerely hope Nigel has got security, because he must be quite worried, because there are some loonies out there. These lefties, mostly lefties, by the way, lefties. In America, we call them Democrats. In the UK, we call them Labour. In Australia, we call them Labour. And in Canada, we call them Liberals. Under Mark Carney. You voted Mark Carney, and why did you do that? Anyway, it's a Friday, and it's just coming up to 9:10. And I just wanted to do this post because I'm really quite worried. Again, my condolences to those affected by the tragedy yesterday. What will happen in the future here in the UK? I have fucking no idea. I am really, really concerned. And you should be too. Okay, not just here in the UK, but right across the world. My friends, I have quite a few people who follow me in America. You must be concerned as well. And I don't know what's happening in America. Please explain what's happening with regard to your budget, because apparently you don't have any money or something, because federal budget has been frozen because the Democrats, the good old Democrats, because of the way the vote is in America, I thought the Republicans had control of the Senate and the Congress, but apparently you need I don't know. What's happening with the people who work for the federal government? Are they defunded? Are they on leave? Do they get paid? What happens? It's a really weird system over there in America, and I'm really worried about it. But anyway, in the UK, we're fucked. Unless somebody gets a hold of it and does something about it, we're literally fucked. What to do? I honestly don't know. I'd ask you out there. Tell me what you would do. I know what I would do if I was the leader of the country, but I'm not. But I am genuinely concerned. I am genuinely concerned now, and every day worries me, and I get frustrated. I become anxious, and we all should be, unless we could do something about it. And I think it's happening right across Europe. We've let too many people in of the wrong religion, and they think they have the right to change us. Well, it ain't going to happen. We're not going to let it happen. Thank you all. I love you all, and take care on this Friday. It's too early for a gin and tonic. I'm a little bit early. 9 o'clock in the morning. I could damn well, I could tell you that now. I love you all. Thank you all. Bye. Take care. Look after yourself, for Pete's sake.